Hey y'all, I'm Kristin from Handmilking Farm, and today we're going to go out and milk. Milking starts in the house. We use an inline filter. All this stuff, of course, we keep in the house, so let me show you real quick how this inline filter gets set up. We've got this sock, goes over the spring, inside your filter, and then gets hooked to the rest of the, do it that way. Come on, the rest of the assembly. There we go. So here are our inflations. I'm going to stick that in the basket. We're going to grab our pail and head to the barn. Follow me. Out here at the barn, first thing we want to do is take our vacuum line, hook it into our milker, and I use a Hoegger milker. I could do 2 goats at a time, but since I'm only doing 8 and I'm bringing 4 out at a time, it's just as fast for me to use 1 and not have to clean 2 up later. Then we're going to take our inflations. Hook this into the pail. Take our little pulsator vacuum line, hook that into the pulsator. And we're ready to milk. Let's get these girls some food. A little bit on what we feed around here. Each of the milkers twice a day gets a big handful of chaffé, like this. One of these big Georgia cups full of grain. We use ADM 16% milk goat, dairy goat, and that is their dinner. Dinner of champions. You ready to release the hounds? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Again. Nope. Just try. Nope. Alright, not usually. First we clean up their udders and their teats using a wipe. Make sure I get them real nice and clean. Both sides, especially around the teat. Alright, once we're all cleaned up, flip the machine on. Grab our inflations. And hook her up. Once I'm done milking her, I'm going to spray her. Make sure the teats are good and coated. And that's going to close up the orifice and make sure that nothing gets on up there. And we go on to the next one. Wash her. Hook her up. Come on, girl. Round 2, guys. You ready? You can make it, Isa.
2.
There you go, Baker.
1. All engine running.
A little bit on how to hand milk. We machine milk most of our girls, but this girl here got a spider bite on her teat, and this teat was all swollen up huge. And so I had to give her some antibiotics, which means that her milk is on withdrawal and I can't add it to the rest of the milk. So I'm going to go ahead and hand milk her. And we'll show you how we do that. If you notice there, you see she's all, you can see the bite was right there. It's still kind of swollen up. You know she's got shavings on this stand. We have had 7 inches of rain this month, which is unheard of. And everything is wet. So we're doing the best we can, and this stand gets really slippery. And she won't even attempt it without some shavings on it. So, I'm just going to hand milk her into this jar, and the best way I can describe on how to hand milk is to assume that her udder is a rubber glove that you filled up with water like a water balloon and you've tied the top of, and her teats are the fingers of the water balloon. You took a pin and you put a pin prick in the bottom of one of the fingers of the water balloon. What you want to do is squeeze the water from the hand of the glove down through the finger. So in slow-mo, what you're going to do is you want to use between your thumb and first finger to block off so the milk can't go back up into the teat, and then you're going to use these other fingers to gently push the milk that's stuck in the teat down out. So this is very slow-mo. Push up, block the milk in the teat, push the other fingers down. Push up, block the milk in the teat, other fingers down. And then when you get the hang of it, you can go pretty fast. She's not kicking me, she's kicking the flies. Like I said, we've had 7 inches of rain this month, and we're doing as much as we can to keep them all down. When we're done, we just take all the hoses back off, throw them back in our basket to clean up at the house, and tote our milk pail back to the kitchen. Put it in the freezer. I jar it all up in half-gallon mason jars and put it in the freezer for a couple hours till it gets really cold really fast, and then it goes in the fridge. Well, that's it. We've got it jarred up ready for the freezer. I put a date on each jar with Sharpie with the day it was milked, and heading out to the freezer. So thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't yet, take the time to subscribe. It really helps us out a lot, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye. Not usually this complicated. Get in. Change.